Clout. Reach out.
Yeah. What did I say? Yeah. Hello. Oh, nah. Money speaking, money talking, Asaki money, cool money, I'm getting my cheese, money no be bills, Joe Asaki, Asaki, anytime you see Asaki, Joe Asaki,
I know you guys are feeling good, and this is my Sunday session with DJ TGarbs on Cloud Africa. Let's take it away. I know I have some sexy girls watching this. Let's go.
Pretty girl, sexy girl, crazy girl, make your body move. Rude girl, bougie girl, bad girl, make your body move. Pretty girl, sexy girl, crazy girl, make your body move. Rude girl, bougie girl, bad girl, make your body move. I never see something like this, the way your body move. Something like this, I never see body like this, the way your body move. Something like breeze. Enter the place, you see the girls on the paragon. Investigate, I see the girls on the caravan. Enter the place, you see the girls in the carrigan. Enter the place, I see the girls on the paragon. Girl, ya bam 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 bam, bigger than bam, hey. Girl, ya bam 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 bam, bigger than bam, hey. Pretty girl, sexy girl, crazy girl, make your body move. Good girl, bougie girl, bad girl, make your body move. Angelina, she want to party, make she lose control. No, 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 no. Hey, no, 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 no. Say, Angelina, she want to party, she want to lose control. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Everybody now. Oh, lo, 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 lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo. Banana. Take banana. Banana. Your body make me lose control. Banana. Take banana. Banana. Your body taking over, yeah. Feeling like I'm losing control. Tell me what you need and I'ma give you what you need. Feeling like I'm losing control. Dance to the beat and move your body to the everybody one time now. Oh, lo, 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 lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, 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 lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, 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 lo. Oh, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo. Banana. Take banana. Banana. Your body make me lose control. Banana. Take banana. Banana. Your body.
Clout. Reach out.
What's good, guys? It is your favorite DJ TGarbs, and today on Clout Radio, I am joined by one of my favorite artists, the one, the only L.A.X. LA, how are you?
I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm excited. This is my first interview this year.
Oh, yes.
And
That's
it's from your sexy self.
Thank you. That's what we like to hear. So I wanted to bring you in today to just, chop it up with you, have a cheeky chat about your newest body of work. So first of all, congratulations. That's the first project you're dropping in about
No,
2 years, right?
yeah, that's my first
Yeah.
project in 2 years.
Yeah. So number one, why that gap and how are you feeling about this new project?
Okay, so the gap, the reason why I haven't dropped an album in 2 years is because I've actually had 2 albums or 3 albums recorded in the space of that 2 years.
Okay.
But what I always do is, if the music is not sounding like the way I want it to be, then I don't drop it.
Okay.
So I don't even mind staying off the radar for 1 year. And so when I know that I'm coming back with something amazing.
Heavy. Okay.
So we had like 3 albums, and this was the last one recorded from like the beginning of COVID.
Okay.
And I just like the sound of it because I was hands-on on everything. I was
nice.
in the studio every day. I was with different people, different producers, different writers, and it just came together nice. So that's why I decided to drop it.
Perfect. Now, speaking of COVID, how do you think, or how has COVID affected like you as an artist and the creative space you're in?
Okay, for me, to be honest, like, I don't like to say this, but I feel like COVID did well when it comes to me, and I'll say why.
Okay, fair.
First of all, it helped me, record the album. That's
Okay.
one thing I was excited about.
That's an amazing thing to come out of it, yeah.
And secondly, it helped me start other businesses.
Okay.
So based on COVID, I started, thinking about other ways
To make money.
to make money. Even if I was doing that before COVID, but now like there's no shows. The only way you can get money off the music is digital streams. So what I started doing was thinking about new ways to make money, and it was successful. I had business meetings with a lot of people that I never thought that I would be in the room with, and it just came out great. So for that reason, I would say COVID was good.
So the business you started, was it in the music space or just something like a completely different sector?
Yeah, so it's different businesses. First of all, what I studied in uni was innovation management. So it has to do with, writing business plans, advising companies. So on that end, I was making money from, talking to people and helping them, get their businesses back together. Then on the other hand, I was just, trying new things with business, digital businesses, a lot of things.
Okay, that's amazing. So we have seen you go from L.A.X to Rasaki. To
Zaza.
You two, very good. Now, I want to know, like, obviously, even like the type of content you put out, your look, everything, it's changed through that period. I see it as like every time it was a reinvention. So talk me through that journey and talk me through like how that reflects on your music as well.
So I feel like from the beginning of my career, from when even before I started recording, or let me say when I started recording before I met Wizkid.
Okay.
My music was always sweet music. Like I really like to create music that has to do with love and just help people go through their day.
And just sounds good.
That just sounds good. So when I joined Starboy, I changed a little bit in like trying to make club bangers.
Okay.
Because that's what when you're signed to a label, you have to make
money,
the bangers because that's what's going to let you stay in the label.
Of course.
So after I left, Wiz, shout out to Wiz, helped me a lot in so many ways. So when I left, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to make music that will stand the test of time. Music that when you listen to in 10 years from now, you are still loving it, still almost the same
feel
vibe.
Something, yeah.
So that's when I now started creating Zaza.
Okay.
And Zaza is now the lover boy. That's like my alter ego. So from L.A.X to Zaza. So L.A.X is like ginger, rude boy, scum, and do you understand? Then Zaza is the sweet boy. Even Razaki is a rude boy. So Zaza is just sweet boy, make sure everybody is fine.
Okay.
And I find peace in being that person.
Okay.
Trying to make people happy, make people go through their day, make people just vibe. And that's why I created the album.
Zaza Vibes. Yeah. That makes sense. But even though you said it's an alter ego, do you feel like Zaza is like closest to you as a person? Like you?
Yeah. As a person, I love to love, even if it's not relationship love, but I just love to make sure that everyone is fine. And I feel like that's my person. And for the album, if you listen to it, we made sure that we played with sweet sounds, guitars, sax, trumpets, just something that when you're listening to, you don't have to be in the club to enjoy it. Like you're driving and you've heard the album and you don't even know that you're done.
Exactly,
because it's 30 minutes of sweet music.
Okay, that is perfect. So I want to talk about some of the songs from your album. The first being Perfect, featuring Mr. Easy. Now, that song seems very personal. It seems like a very personal song. Now, can you tell me about the song?
So, this was November last year when my girlfriend broke up with me. So
wait. I don't mean to laugh. Heartbreak isn't funny. But in all honesty, while I wouldn't make money from heartbreak, so that is a bonus. So when you say last year, do you mean 2019 or 2020?
Sorry, 2019.
2019, okay.
2019. So November, she broke up with me. And so the day she broke up with me, let's say she broke up with me on Wednesday.
Okay.
On Monday, I booked a session with Mr. Easy.
Okay.
And I told her, so it was like Wednesday, I'll be free at so time. And this was in London. So on that Wednesday, I just said, you know what, I'm going to the studio and I'm just going to record, like just going to pour my mind out. So I went to the studio, booked it like 2 hours before Mr. Easy came, already recorded the hook, recorded everything, poured out my mind. If you listen to the song, you understand. And Mr. Easy came and killed it. So that was the day I actually decided to record the album.
So the song, obviously, you went in before Mr. Easy came through. Was that recording just like catharsis, like just to get your feelings off your mind so you could have a good session with Easy?
No, not really. Like, it was just me vibing. Because to be honest, like, Easy already told me that I'm not sure I'll be able to come today. But I already booked the session. So it was like, if I don't come today, I'm going to come tomorrow. So I was waiting for his call, but I was just recording. And even in the session, imagine it's just me, only me in the studio, because I record myself.
Oh, okay.
So only me in the studio, lights off, eyes closed, and I was just letting everything out.
So do you not like having people with you when you're in the studio?
So it depends on the song.
Ah, fair.
So like for Gobe now, Gobe is personal too. Because if Gobe explains the reason for the breakup.
Okay.
So when I was recording Gobe, I was alone in my room. That was in Nigeria. And I just let everything out, just recorded the song. And then I let people now come in.
Okay.
So like my producer, Clemsy, I have an artist, Timmy Boy as well. So I make sure everyone gets input on anything I'm doing, my album, my project, because different ideas help.
Of course.
They'll come in after and just help me, get the song
together. So now this young lady, does she know that these songs are about her?
To be honest, when she listens, she will know. But
so wait, you haven't
had the conversation?
Had a conversation.
Yes, we had the conversation so many times before even the breakup.
No. I'm talking about after the album's out. So nobody's reached out to anyone to be like, this song sounds like.
No. But I'm sure she's messaging my guys that that song is bad.
Okay, fair. So I'm going to backtrack a little. And you said before this album came out, you had 2 or 3 album worth of songs.
Yeah.
Now, are those songs in the chamber, or were any of them a possible contender to be on this album?
Yeah. The thing about it is that most artists, or let me talk for myself, when we record a song and we don't drop it, the song may sound nice, but it doesn't sound nice anymore to us.
Okay.
Do you understand? But there are some songs that I would love to bring maybe to the next project or drop as singles. Because even for choosing the Zaza Vibes songs, it was stress.
Really?
Trust me. We had so many songs. Even my producers, they are not happy that I did not drop some songs. But I just feel I wanted it to be short and precise.
Okay, fair.
Short and,
it seems very intentional.
Because the attention span of people right now is low based on there are so many artists. You understand? Once you are seeing an album of 19, 21 songs, how many songs can do well off that? So I'd rather make 12 songs, 10 songs that explains how I'm feeling and can, help somebody go through their day.
Okay, that's amazing. So aside from Mr. Easy, you've got very heavy hitters on that album. You have Timmy, you have Tiwa Savage, you have Techno, Omar the DJ, and Timmy Boy as well.
And Peruzzi as well.
And Peruzzi, yes. So how intentional were the choices for your collaborations, and how did you get them to collaborate on the project? Because it's actually quite difficult sometimes just to get everybody in the same room, so to speak, and like considering everybody's busy literally at the same time. So how did you go about that?
I want to say a big thank you to everyone that was on the project. Everyone made it easy for me, everyone. And I was excited to put those people on the project because I won't say I don't really like collaborating, but once I'm recording a song, most of my songs are personal. So imagine you're creating a personal song. You don't know the idea this person is bringing.
And to let someone in on your personal,
like, is stressful. Like, because most of my songs, I make sure it means something to me, even if it's a story that I've heard, but it's still personal to me. So for like Tiwa and Simi, it was amazing to put both of them on that song.
Yes.
Because that song explains day-to-day life of what people in Lagos are going through.
Exactly.
See guys having like 17 girlfriends. So I just wanted a female perspective on the song. Like, if this happens, how would you reply to it? Of course. Both of them killed it. Then for Techno, that song is Techno.
Yes,
like once you listen to that song, if it's not me singing that song, you even feel like Techno wrote the song. So there's no other person I can put on that song but Techno.
Yeah.
And Peruzzi, that sound is Peruzzi's as well. So I made sure that I was very, very intentional with everything I did with the album.
It shows. Now, you released an album during a pandemic, and I have seen you as an artist. When you're on stage, that's when you come alive.
Yeah.
So how has it been for you releasing such a dope body of work and not being able to present it to your fans as a performance?
That's the sad part of the coronavirus.
Oh.
That's the sad part, because when at a point December they said, okay, we can now start doing like small shows,
things like that.
So I went for one show that was mainland block. Trust, it was amazing. Like Go Low, Banged, Lose My Mind, all the songs that I've dropped this year, everything. People were screaming, singing word for word. I feel like the corona is taking 50% of what the song would have done. You understand? Because once you're performing everywhere, people that haven't even heard the song,
they get
what
to
song
know
is
the
this?
song.
This is L.A.X's new song, and they'll go and listen to it. So that's the sad part. But shout out to digital market. Imagine we didn't have iTunes, and all those things. Like, it would be crazy.
And I think you've done an amazing job promoting and pushing the album yourself. And I also like that, especially during Christmas, you tied in like a humanitarian aspect to the promotion of the song. Now, I want to get onto just a little bit, just small. So I think it was earlier this year, you started like a movement called Zaza Fit.
Yeah.
And I feel like personally, you went about Instagram offing your shirt and oppressing people. Now, I want to know the reason behind that. My theory is you just wanted to off shirt. You just wanted a reason behind the offing of the shirt.
No. To be honest, I feel like everyone has to have a brand. So for me, like because I love fitness.
Okay.
Like even before I became fit.
No. I'm not gonna let you. No. You're not gonna breeze past that one, sir. So you loved fitness even before you became fit.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Okay, so I used to watch a lot of videos.
Okay.
Of working out, and I just wanted to.
Okay.
But there's no energy right now.
Okay. The mind is willing, but the body is.
The body is, and that time I was bigger.
Okay.
So I now just thought about it, like, if you want it, then you go for it. So I started like working out big time, like And I just saw the changes, and I'm like, why don't I inspire people? Like, when I off my shirts, the people that know me when I could not off my shirts, they'll be inspired and they'll do more. So that's why, I do that. But it's not even about offing shirts. It's just about making people, like, I'm even going to start something like a challenge.
Okay.
That will help people that want to get fit. Like, I'm already even talking to some companies that will support.
Okay, that's amazing.
Just help people that don't have the energy, that don't feel like they have, because everyone does, but just feel like they can't. Then just help them. Take like 10 people on a journey, and
see what happens. That's amazing. Well, as cheesy as this sounds, what can we expect next from L.A.X?
So for me, like. Right now, I'm pushing the album.
Of course.
Because I have so many songs, amazing songs on the album that I feel like people haven't heard.
Exactly.
That I want people to hear. Like, everyone is about go lolo. They just want to dance.
Piano vibe.
I feel like we have other songs. Like, there's one song that's very special to me. I just shot the video, Sempe. I want people to really listen to.
I love that song.
Yeah, like the vibe. I am Bom Bom. I want people to listen to, almost all the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, my key fans have listened to it, but, outreach people to listen. Then after that, I'll be dropping singles, obviously.
Nice.
And I'll be doing the fitness journey, more videos. I'll be branching out a bit, doing other things aside from... I'm trying to do a foundation as well.
That's amazing.
This period when I started, giving out, like, I always give out, but... No,
I think this is like one of the first times you've done it
publicly. Like, to be honest, 2 years, most of my friends that know me, they called me when I started doing this thing publicly, and they were like, Zaza, are you sure this is not you? Like, but I'm like, you know what? Every time I sit back and don't do some things, I'm missing out from the people that actually take good from that thing. Like, don't think about the bad. So what I did was, I'm going to inspire people to give.
Exactly.
I know that I give in secret, but some people want to give, but they haven't seen people giving, so they will not even try. But I'm sure I know a lot of people that have gone out and given, but obviously I'm a public figure. So when I do it, people see it, and they will do it in private, but they are doing it because this guy can give. Then why not me?
That's amazing. And that's what I was about to say as well. I feel like there are some people there's some people that just steady. They look at everything from a negative angle. But the way you've done it, it's not disrespecting or like degrading anybody. And it's just an amazing thing to like give. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud of you for that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to have a chat with me. I'm looking forward. I always look forward to your music.
Yes,
so yeah.
I'm not doing any interview till maybe December. So it's only you that I've done my interview for the year with you now.
No, you're not doing any interview
till December.
Thank God.
So just, if you know what this interview, I'm sorry.
So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And that has been your girl DJ TGarbs with L.A.X, the Clout Radio.
Clout. Reach out.